Hey, what's up, Franco? Network marketers always looking for a way to easily duplicate if they figure out what they're doing as far as internet marketing, right? You want to duplicate, and that's where the bottleneck happens. That's where a lot of people start not taking any productive action because they're trying to figure out how to become a Mark Zuckerberg or how to become a world-class web designer or a blog plugin master creator and all kinds of stuff. They can't replicate a working information and sales funnel. They can't do it and they get stuck there. That's why a lot of network marketers in that space end up, poo-pooing the idea of doing stuff on the internet. And that's like, talk about throwing the baby out with the bathwater and shooting your business in the face at the same time, right? So I'm going to show you something. This is how business kind of flows in from the internet. I coach and I educate my list, and in everything that I do, that the fastest way to get a hold of me or join or ask questions, whatever, is flowing through Facebook. So a lot of times people just flow through these messages on my fan page, and I kind of screen through those, and the ones that are productive activity that lead to more revenue for my business, for my marketing practice, right? It's a different mindset. This is where they flow in. Other people just buy stuff, right? They just click and buy stuff because I have so much content out there. They don't need no more FAQ. They don't need a phone call. They don't need, because I do all of that inside of the process. And so the cool people that I love as customers and that I love to work with, they're the ones that notice how much of that I do with automation and with leverage and with systems. A system will not fail you. If you're using a good one and it converts one time, it can convert 1,000 times. A system will not fail you. We can't say the same about people, right? People will fail you. They'll disappear for a couple of months. Life, happens, all kinds of stuff. So duplication. What if there was a simple way for a leader, in this case, in this just one hypothetical example that I've been using, for a leader and a master communicator or an effective communicator and sales closer to be able to duplicate a marketing and information or a training funnel and duplicate it instantly across their whole team and have it sitting inside of the #1 highest trafficked website platform in the world right now, which is Facebook, having that content sitting inside, automatically syndicating, automatically grabbing viral exposure and momentum, and automatically using it to close sales across an entire organization of 2 people or 200,000 people. That's what I'm going to show you in this quick, and I mean quick, video. Check it out. So let's say walk along with me and let's pretend, right? You're there. You're there. You've got a big team, hundreds, maybe thousands of people following your every word, and you're productive. You produce content that generates sales and educates your organization to be more productive in the marketing space that you're in. Okay? How do you drop all of the coding, the programming, the wait times? You get an idea for a piece of content, and you want to be able to not only deliver that thing, but you don't want to have to wait a month or 2 months to actually roll out and deploy that idea, execute that idea, because you're waiting on some programmer to replicate a website so that your team can promote you as well, right? And they can be productive as well. Well, here's how you can do it inside of 5 or 10 minutes. So let's say that you were doing training hangouts that were designed to educate and sell. Let's say you have a Facebook fan page, right? And let's say you're using an inexpensive but super valuable tool like what I do, and then you put your training on a Facebook application tab that not only shows up when people are on their laptop, but even if they're moving around, stuck in traffic, at work, on their lunch hour, wherever they may be, they can still grab their smartphone, hit the link in your invitation email or your invitation post or your event notice on Facebook or whatever, hit the link and get to the training, and it pops up beautifully on their smart device, on their smartphone, and there you are, sitting inside of your own fan page doing the training, right? And then you have a call to action, a little bit of content, and that's going to lead them to a call to action where you can process and transact sales. Okay, now that would be awesome in and of itself, right? But what's going to happen? If you're a network marketer, here is exactly what's going to happen. exactly 1 nanosecond after you deploy this idea, somebody on your team and then 1,000 people on your team are going to say, hey, how can I use your information to make more sales? I would love to invite people, but how can I do it? Do you have a replicated version of that page? Do you have a link? Did you create this for me? Did you create that for me? Am I going to get this? Am I going to get that? Right? You know how it goes immediately, right? Which is a great idea, but usually it takes forever to replicate stuff. People just don't know how to do it, or it's too expensive or whatever. So here's how you can do it. What if you can send your team, your front, let's just say your frontline team, right? Your leaders, the first layer, and they know that they can go here, and they come to your page, and it's sitting inside of Facebook. It's a Google Hangout delivery, fulfillment of the information, right? So it's going to be simulcast on Google+. It's going to be running as a recording immediately once it's done live and recorded on YouTube. It becomes a YouTube video automatically, right? And then it's sitting inside of the Facebook platform. After the fact, you can absolutely take this link to the video and embed it in your blog, right? And have it on your blog as well. So if you've got some other content running traffic from search engines into your blog, now you got yet another point of exposure repurposing the same content. But let's get back to the idea of super fast duplication of sales inside of a marketing team. Your teammates come here, they roll, or they go to their, their sponsor, whatever it is, whatever niche you're in, but they roll to the bottom, right? And they can easily click to clone this page, right? And now with just a couple of clicks, they basically clone or mirror this page, which means the system that I'm using, this tool, automatically downloads the application, models the headline, models and grabs whatever the media feed, whatever video you're running is going to automatically be showing on any of your teammates' Facebook page. Your call to action, right, your content and your call to action, it'll be automatically living inside of their Facebook fan page. The social proof, the running comment stream, see how I have over 3,500 comments to my training here? That will be over on their page as well. Up at the top, all this social proof, more than 6,500 people have recommended and clicked to share this. 28 tweets, 57 Google Pluses. You get all of this syndication popping all over your team's Facebook. Now think about Facebook for a second. Everybody has, even my wife and I, we have maxed out friends, right? But do you know less than 40% of my wife's friends are mutual friends, which means they're friends of mine as well. So even though we're husband and wife and we do this together, she's got a completely different network, a completely different sphere of influence warming up to her on her Facebook than I do on mine. So when she clones this and offers it to her crowd, it just gets that much more syndication. Now people have the ability to share and share and like it and comment on it, and that information is showing up on their newsfeed. That's viral exposure, and it's super fast. Absolutely no coding, no anything. Let's say I'm playing your teammate, right? Let's say I'm acting right now. I'm playing your newbie, your teammate has just clicked down here at the bottom to clone this page and syndicate this information on their Facebook fan page. Okay. Now people are going to ask, well, how do I get it to sell my stuff, not my upline stuff, right? That's what network marketers are always thinking like that. First, they want everything duplicated easily, and then they want to know how are they going to get paid for something you do for them, right? That's just the way it is. That's the model, and that's cool. Because all they have to learn then is how to become a good advertiser, a good inviter, a good promoter to get more traffic to their own fan page to watch this content, which educates, adds value, and sells for them. Right? So their question is going to be, how do I get, if it's cloned, won't this go to my upline? No, because all they have to do, look at all the programming that is needed here. All they have to do is they roll up to the top. You only see this dashboard if you are the owner of this page. The public does not see this. I'm seeing this because I'm on my own page. Okay, so I click on content. It drops down editing boxes everywhere. I can edit anything that I want. Now you want to coach your people not to screw it up if they're not good with copywriting, right? Not to change too much, but see this button right here? So let's go up to the editing box. See where it says buttons? I just click on buttons, and it drops the button down. This is what you want it to say on your button, right? You change that if you want, or leave it the same, or whatever. Right? There we go. You make changes. And then what URL do you want people to go to when they click on the button? In this specific instance, I have them going to my join page where they can make a purchase. They can buy my stuff, right? They can buy a product from me. That's the whole point. And it also puts that person in my Aweber autoresponder email list. So now I can follow up personally. How cool is that? So that's all your team has to do is click on content, click on buttons, change the link to their link, add their own autoresponder if they're even using one. A lot of people in network marketing don't even build your own list. It's crazy. It's just pathetic. Just get off the internet. Log off. If you're not building your own list, I mean, man, you're shooting yourself in the face. Why bother at all if you're not building your own list? It's the most valuable asset. I can teach you list building. So then you just click on preview, right? And because I made a subtle change there, when you make any change at all, you're going to scroll up to the top and you're going to see a save green button. It does not show up when there's nothing changed, right? But since it's here, I just click on save. Bam! Your changes were successfully saved. It's now live. So now they close this, right? Click on close. It takes away the editing stuff. And now their page is ready. Now, here's a concept, network marketers. Here's a concept. You use a sizzle line from last century. That's okay. Keep using your sizzle line, right? But what's more compelling than even a sizzle line? Who do you know today that's not using Facebook, right? So what you can do is you can add something absolutely duplicatable, because whoever's speaking on that sizzle line can be the one coaching in this video and presenting whatever the message is, whatever the call to action is, whatever the value is, whatever it is, whatever's on that sizzle line, people can do in video format here using a Google Hangout one time that you leave on a page, and you just guide people to instantly duplicate this, and now you've got a Facebook social media sexy sizzle video, right? That anyone can duplicate. They're not breaking duplication. They're not doing stuff that's impossible. You know what they're doing? They're becoming more productive, more competent marketers. Isn't that what you want as a leader? Isn't that exactly what you're striving for? To educate people to be more productive in your sales organization? This is a tool that they can use. And now let's take step number 2. Remember, I also teach a course on driving targeted traffic for pennies per click. You can now post something. You can teach your team to do very light advertising that actually makes a difference. They can come to their Facebook and they can learn how to post something like a picture like this with a direct invitation or a call to action. You can have this say whatever you want it to say. But when they click, right, you can drive traffic from Facebook, because now you can advertise and sponsor a post like this, right, with a picture and whatever. Let's say it's a lifestyle. Let you know, some people are going to be, whatever. Let's say it's a lifestyle picture, right? Let's say it's a lifestyle picture with a little story and an invitation call to action. Let's just say you did what I did here, right? So then you can advertise that, and now you can run targeted traffic to a post like this in a place that has over 1 billion users. They can see your sponsored ad on their newsfeed. If it resonates, and the invitation is good, they'll click. Now your whole team doing this, imagine that, right? And that's where it gets beyond, well, my teammates don't know Facebook, they only have a few friends on it, and that's it, and that's all. Well, no, when you advertise a post, you're telling Facebook, not only put this on my newsfeed so my existing sphere of influence can see it, right? Obviously the warmest people around, right? Their own sphere of influence. But you can pay pennies per click and have Facebook get this same post in the newsfeed of all kinds of other potentially very targeted, very responsive other people looking for solutions to the same type of situations or challenges, problems that you identify in your copy. And a picture says 1,000 words, right? We're all selling freedom, and when you're in network marketing, right, you're selling the idea of creating time freedom and money freedom to enjoy life with the people you want to enjoy it with, right? So a picture can tell 1,000 words, and then you can have good copy shared with your team so they could just tweak it up a little bit and invite them. When people see this on their newsfeed and they click, then they can come straight to whatever piece of information. Now, this happens to be my training hangout where I train my team and the masses in general on the basics of making money on the internet. But it can be basically a video version on Facebook of your sizzle call. It can be just a brief overview, a presentation. You can call them to action to join, or this can go straight to a capture page so they can watch your company videos or do a whole host of things, whatever you want. So we're talking about instant, fast, almost immediate duplication of an entire sales funnel in under 5 to 10 minutes for an entire organization. If you don't see the power of using a tool such as this alongside with social media, Google+, YouTube, Facebook, all in one shot, you give this to your Rainmaker. You give this tool to your team, and you give leadership of creating the content to whoever's creating production, whoever's producing right now. Give it to your Rainmaker and let them go ham on this tool, because it's very easy to duplicate. All your team has to do when you own it is go down here where it says clone this page, and it'll walk them through. It'll add this exact app to their fan page, and then you can plug in to my advertising training and traffic generation training on Facebook, and you drive. Isn't that all you want to do in network marketing? Isn't that what the list of 50 friends and family is all about? Get them on the phone ASAP to get people in front of a tool, a presentation tool. Isn't that all that you're going with after? I meet so many MLMers and network marketers that for whatever reason, they love the idea of direct marketing, replication, duplication, simple systems, leverage, automation, all this stuff, right? But as soon as you mention the word internet, they start to buck and fight. And the internet, if you've already got a good thing going, you absolutely must embrace ways in which you can use social networking and the internet to grow and become even more productive in your team. So I wanted to give you that tip today. Obviously, you can go over to my Facebook fan page, www.francofanpage.com. And then once you get to my fan page, kind of scope it out. I have this thing designed to do business. Okay, this is the way kind of that you want your own fan page designed to execute and to deploy strategies that generate leads, build your list, and get people to the information that generates sales, period. Okay, and so there's a lot more to it than that as far as supporting it with content and engagement and all that good stuff. But isn't it cool? So then to check it out, just click on any of these really, but click on Live Hangouts, right? And that'll bring up the actual tool that I'm using, which is called 22Social, 22SVIP up here, 22Social, right? Go to my page and just kind of check out, reverse engineer what you see me doing here, and if it fits your model and you want a fast way to duplicate it, just go on to the bottom, scroll to the bottom, click here to get your own app for your own fan page and use mine as a model, create the content, right? And then just simply share this with your team, have them go to your page, not mine, your page once it's all set up, and all they have to do is click clone this page. And it will walk them through, and instantly you're replicating and duplicating a productive activity that they can invite people into right inside of the Facebook platform anyway. I hope you're reading and you're hearing between the lines, because this can blow up your business like it's blowing up mine. So with that, that's the tip for the day. If you want more tips like this, all you have to do, very simple, come on over to www.francofanpage.com and consume some tips, man. Just hang around with me and kind of see how I market. This is all I do. I do 100% internet marketing, unless a close buddy of mine wants me to go to San Diego or come up to Valencia and hang out and pay me for consulting and coaching and buy more of my stuff. And then I do offline stuff too. All right, so with that, I'll see you on Facebook, www.francofanpage.com. See you out there. Bye for now.